All right, are we live? Can you guys hear me? We got 4 people in the house at the moment. What's up, DZ? What's up, Flip Coins? How you doing, my man? Oh, we got 3 people now. We'll see who shows up today. I think we fixed all the audio problems that we had last night, yesterday, or whenever it was. What's up, Slava, my man? How you doing? Yeah, we're just kind of waiting for more people to get in here. There's only 3 people here. Oh, there's 7 now. All right. What's up, Joy Joyce? How you doing? Yeah, we'll wait for DZ to get back to cover Mamo and dogging me. He always shows up late. So is there anything moving? What is happening? Yeah, I don't know if DZ's in the house or in the shadows, but I actually looked into Moonwell and Mamo. So Mamo may be a good play. What's up, Cater? How you doing, my man? What's up, the How To? He says, "How are you, undead?" Same as always, just kind of here. Still waiting on my chance to get in the market. But yeah, I think Mamo is going to be a good play. There's a lot of good plays on base. Let's see, what is dogging me doing? I don't know if you're here or not, but we're going to look at it. It's just nothing happening in the market still, so what are you going to do? Yeah, looks like we're putting in a bottom again. Excuse me. Whew, there goes the yawning. Yeah, I was going to go get me a coffee before I started this, but... And I figured out my account had no money in it, so I was like, oh well, no coffee today. Yeah, we'll see if the bottom is in on these coins. We're running out of time. Is it your regular day off? Yeah. Yep, I'm off today. Wow, what is today? Tuesday or Wednesday? Oh yeah, Wednesday. Yep. I don't know if it's because it's 3 o'clock or what, but there's only 6 people in here. It's probably because we're bearish. Nothing's moving. But, like dogging me here, I mean, it's still grinding up. It still doesn't look bad at all. It did make a lower low on the wick, but it's still holding the higher lows, the trend. I don't know. Let's see here. At some point, dogging me is going to go up, so I wouldn't worry too much on these dips we're having. Yeah, we're sitting right. Oh, excuse me. We're sitting right on the 0.5 support right now. Right on it at 4.8. I don't think we're going to see dogging me drop, but it's crypto, so anything can happen. Yeah, if it loses support here at 4.8, at 3.0's 4.8, then it's going to free fall 27%. Have a good day off. Try it, but there's no one here. Yeah, there's only 5 people here. 4 now. I guess everyone's at work today. And it's a little earlier. Gold and silver flying to the moon. Yeah, I saw gold was going up. Is that good or bad for us? Is that good or bad for all of us here in the shadow realm? What was the... Oh, the dominance is getting a little bounce. Yeah, Yeah, we got to be bearish for September, and it's going to do this. And then we have alt season. So we're in store for another month of nothing. But we're almost there. You guys got to hold strong. I got to get in. We're almost there. We're already in September. Before we know it, September is going to be at the end, and then it's time for loading up the rockets and getting out of here. We got flip coins for 10. I appreciate that, my man. I appreciate that. I think it was a live stream yesterday, or yeah, it was yesterday. It was like an hour and a half live stream, and there was not one super chat. So kind of bearish. ZBCN and Arrow, please. I appreciate the 10. Yeah, did ZBCN break support? Let's see here. Still bullish on ZBCN. It's just there's nothing bullish at the moment. Yeah, ZBCN's still holding up. There's not really much to worry about. It kind of reminds me of Swift. I think I've said that before. So ZBCN, let's just zoom this thing in real quick. It's still holding. Oh my God. Okay. From the low to the high, short term on ZBCN, it is holding the 0.5. We're seeing a lot of 0.5s being held right now. So support is 2037. And once you get back over 4.2, it's bullish again. It's getting stuck though. So we'll see how it plays out. But ultimately, you guys already know. Still making higher lows. Looks very bullish. And we still have that stock RSI hidden bullish divergence. Stock RSI is making lower lows, but we're making higher lows on the price here. So that's telling me at some point, even though we're not doing anything, at some point ZBCN is going to take off out of here, of course. Hold on. And I still think ZBCN, a good price for this one is, I think 10 cents is a good price. What do you think about that, flip coins? So from where we are right now, which it hasn't even moved since we looked at it last. Yeah, that's pretty much a 25x from here. I think is very, very possible on ZBCN. Damn, I still wish I would have bought it here instead of Beam. I would still be up. But yeah, very bullish looking chart on ZBCN. 10 cents is probably on the table. If it goes higher, it goes higher. But a good 25x play, I would have to say. And then Arrow. Yeah, I think Arrow, now that I looked into Mamo and Moonwell, I think all those base coins are going to do extremely well. Yeah, it's got the same, we got the same chart going on these coins. These things are grinding up and getting ready to blast out of here. Yeah, we're so close. So Arrow is still holding the smaller 382, so it is still holding bullish at the moment. It's still holding the uptrend. Doesn't look bad at all. So short-term low to the high. Well, no, let me fix this now since it moved up or something happened there. Okay, we're at resistance at the 382. All right, so I take that back. We're not bullish at the moment. It's getting stuck at that, but it did already wick down, hit the 0.5. If I could get anything to stick. But anyway, you got to get over this 117 area. All right, making sure we're still live. So about 117, 118, if you can get over that, you're bullish again, depending on how we want to pull this or draw this. I guess there's still room for Moonwell to come down, so if September is going to be bearish, yeah, we could see a retracement down now that you're not bullish over 118. So yeah, some of these coins are getting stuck at resistance and coming down, so we could have a decent drop in September. Yeah, this one, as long as you're below 118, could come down 17%. Hit that 618, hit about just under $1 at 97, and then get a nice bounce back up before we have to go up. So we're already on September candle. It's not looking bad. If you can get back over 118, then you're in business. But if we end up dropping and then going up, so be it. But yeah, we are slowly running out of time. What is it? So yeah, it's already September 3rd. Jeez. And then I think Well's still gonna hit 20 bucks. So yeah, it's probably gonna go higher than 20 bucks. So hopefully you're loaded up on Well, my man. Or not Well, Arrow. I don't know why I said Well. Yeah, I mean this thing has the potential for $20 to $30. $35 would be the next stop. It doesn't have to exactly hit that, but you get the idea. But I definitely think a 17x is in the future. 20 to 25 bucks is very possible on Well. So you probably get a decent 20x. And if we're lucky, a 30x. And I mean that doesn't Arrow's big, so it may fly through a 30x and go a lot higher. But those are the targets. I'd say $20 Arrow, then get your money and get out. Not financial advice. You think September's going to fool everyone? Maybe it does, because everyone's bearish now. Just imagine if we have a massive run and it does fool everyone. And we're bullish halfway through September, then October, November, and then the end of November the top is in. So 3 months of everything just going up. And then sometime in November, everything's just going to go straight up for a blow off top, and then it's over. That would be nice. Can BTC get over 150K this cycle? I would like to think so. Sub Sean. I see some scammers on Twitter Spaces talking about XVM Volt. Never heard of it. XVM Volt. I've heard of Volt Inu. Did you say XVN or XVM? Oh, XVM. Yeah, I don't know what that is. So it doesn't appear to be real unless it's some kind of new coin pre-sale Uniswap garbage. Bitcoin, yeah, what was our target for BTC? Well, the target for BTC is, of course, the... where's our better chart? November top, I think, but... Is it the Binance chart? Maybe it is. We got stuck right at the 2 level. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. It might be right at 200K. According to this chart here. So 204K is possible if it breaks through resistance here. DGen, I would imagine DGen's not doing anything. I mean, the price for Bitcoin's all over the place. There's some people that say 500K. People say 200K is too high. It's all over the place. People think the top is already in and we're bearish. We missed it, but I don't believe that's the case. Yeah, I mean, DGen's doing like the rest of the market. It's still pretty much, well, what is that coin we just looked at? Yeah, I guess it did break the trend. So as of right now, DGen's not doing anything. It's been going sideways for a very long time. Because there's nothing happening. Bullish once it gets over 007. We've said that many times. Bottom is in once it finally gets back over 43. But it did just tag this white line again. So there is some sort of support in this area. This is why we drew it. You can see these candles holding with wicks. Support, and it's hitting it again. So it's not a bad spot to say the DGen bottom should be in around this level. Could it go lower? Yeah, let's see what it's holding here. Yeah, if you go that way, you're right below the 618. I mean, at some point, these coins are going to take off out of here over the next 2 months. Yeah, if you do it right here, if we zoom in, go to daily chart. low to the high on the most recent price action. You just hit that line that we had on the chart, that macro white line, and you're also right above that final 786 support. You just bounced off of it. So that was probably the bottom of 3. Any lower than 3, then you run the risk of just completely falling off the table, which would be, yeah, this thing would drop hard. If it loses this 786 support, this macro support, then it's done for now. But I don't think that's the case. But if it happens, man, I hope I get some money by then, because if this thing absolutely falls off the table here, some of these coins, I mean, if we don't start going up, they're going to drop 20-30%. This is another one. One last time to buy in September, and then we go up. But short term, you're not bullish until you're over 4. Bottom in over 4.3, 007, bullish on the macro scale for DGen. And then, of course, DGen we know, or we don't know, but I've said many, many times, this thing's going to blast out of here. So maybe 10 cents, good target. That's a 30x from here. But the official retracement is about 17, so that's a 50x. So DGen could 50x out of here, 50, 60x to 20 cents. So DGen's one of the coins that I would really like to buy in on. What's up, Harlem? He said, why are we not skyrocket yet? We had good news. The news doesn't matter. The market can't go up yet. We're not there yet. We're almost there, but not there. The news doesn't matter. In my opinion, anyway. Oh, new coin they created like 20 hours ago. Okay. Yeah, it's probably a scam. There's going to be all kinds of scams come out. Is there any big Twitter X people that are promoting it? I haven't been in chat for a while with life circumstances. Glad to see you still doing your thing. Yeah, a lot of people haven't been here for a good while, but yeah, I remember you being in here. Unless it was a different Sean. But I feel you. I understand life getting in the way of things. All we want is our money and get out of the shadow realm, and it's not happening. We got Sean for 2. He says next time. See you next time. I appreciate the $2 or $3 super sticker. I appreciate that. Yeah, where's our man Silver at? Silver's missing in action. Oh, we only got 18 people here, so that explains it. Link, LCX, Crow, ABT, Sweet, Tau, and Steep. MBT, is that worth holding? Crow, Arc Block. Well, I've been saying PNG is a good play. I don't know what BNT is. Polyswarm is probably going to be a good play. It's a low market cap. It's on Coinbase. SWI and SEI are going to be good plays. SWI, SEI, Ondo, all those new coins, Virtual, Cookie, all the big new coins that people are talking about, I think are going to be the plays. The Arrows and whatever else is out there. Like I said, we need to get a good list up, but we pretty much talk about them every stream. I appreciate the 3. Let's see. Yeah, how did you get your name like that, Adam? My 2 bags right now. Also RFL. Did I miss something? I don't know. I don't think so. Yes, I mean that's not a bad. If that's what you're holding, that's not bad. What is RFL? You only said one coin. What's up, Cha, my man? We got Cha in the house. Cha for the win. Cha's gonna make it. He's a beast. Oh, didn't mean next time. Yeah, I understand. One of these streams will be on here, and then we're just going to be watching something, and it's just going to go straight up, and we're going to be like, what the hell's happening? Are we going to make it? But yeah, I would personally, not financial advice, but I would stick to coins that are already out. If something's launching now, it may go up, but I'm not touching anything brand new. There's too many coins now. Your two bags are Giza, 3 million market cap. Giza and RFL. Are those on any big exchanges? Is what you got to ask yourself. What was that one coin? Oh, I guess it is Reflect. What is Reflect? Yeah, I don't know what this is, but it's just going sideways. This looks like the what is it? Stater? I think it's the SD chart, Stater, one of those charts. But if this is the right coin I'm looking at, and you say it's got a very low market cap, is it on Coinbase? It's doing like the rest. It's just going sideways here. Nothing's happening. Okay, that really doesn't tell us anything besides where it could potentially run to. I don't know. At low market cap, but like I said, people got to be able to buy it and want to buy it. Oh wow, 30x to a new high at $6. If it breaks the high and hits 2, still a 10x play. If it doesn't die from where it is. As long as you're putting in higher lows, I wouldn't really worry about it. Let's see what you're holding. Yeah, it's hitting resistance. It broke the 236 and now it's resistance at 22. So if we can get back over 22, it'd be in a lot better shape than it is. If not, it could easily fall down to 13. Or it could hold 15, still hold the higher low. That's what you want to see. So if it drops 20% to 15 and it gets a nice little bounce, then you could be in play for bullish structure, which it's already got. It kind of looks like XCN, where you're pretty much creating this flat top area, but you're grinding higher with the higher lows. That is a bullish setup. So I'm just pointing that out. That is a bullish setup here. So if it gets back over 22, then 27, maybe it gets squeezed out and finally goes. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but if it rockets out of here, it's not too much to ask for. 30x. Just give me my 30x and let me out. What was the other coin you said? But yeah, if that's it, RFL could be a good play. Giza, what is Giza? Giza, like an old Giza. Giza, yeah. Where'd you find these coins at? What are they? I'd have to go to CoinMarketCap and stuff. Oh wow. Let's see what it's on. Giza for the win. Okay, it's a Mexi coin and KuCoin. We'll see who has the better chart. Mexi. Let's see. 50. All right, we'll go with the Mexi chart. Mexi for the win. Yeah, I still get emails from Mexi wanting me to be an affiliate and all this, and I can't even log in because they banned me. So I don't even know why they keep emailing me. Yeah, low to the high on this one. As long as you're still over 18, it's still bullish here, and it's doing like just like the other coin. It's still trying to hold structure here. If it can get back over 26, 26 and a half, then I would say it's bullish, but it is still holding, of course, higher low structure. But as long as you're below 26, you could still drop down to 18, which kind of, let's see. Yeah, 25% drop could be in play. But if it comes down to 18, that's probably putting in your macro high or low, and then it's going to bounce from there. So 18 could be a good spot to buy in if it's going to drop down there. Like I said, it's all going to depend on what happens this month. So if we go high to the low, we got stuck at the 786 here. Yeah, double 382 at around 18, 19. So as long as you're over that, it's still bullish. So From where it is right now, if it stays over the 0.5 support at about 23 and you get back over 26, 27, then you have a shot at running up here and putting in a higher high, which is not a bad move. It's only a 3x to 73. So you've seen that 25 cents, low market cap. Depends on their coins, their tokens, where you can buy this thing. I mean, if it's accessible to people, it's probably going to hit $1. So a 5x to $1.25. I don't know where this thing's going to. So low market cap, it has a lot of room to grow if you did your research on it and it's not horrible with tokenomics and whatever else. 2618 would take you up to $5 to $6 for about a 23, 24x. Yeah, if it doesn't break down and die, it's probably good for a 9 to 10x up to this $2 range. I've seen that 2 level come in to play a lot. Once it breaks the 1618, it'll shoot up to the 2, get stuck, and then it's over. So we'll see. Yeah, are we still live? We got 15 people. Blow off top in November. If things go as planned, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't change from past information we have, then the top should be in November. But we'll see how it plays out. He said I'm full. What a lunch. What did you have for lunch, my man? What time? Oh, yeah, it's 3. Oh, I made some scrambled eggs, made some tacos, put our leftover ribs chopped up in it, some good taco. Let's see. Yeah, but I mean, the last couple of live streams, we've been covering what you guys asked for, but there's just no one's here, no one cares right now. They will come when we go up. Thank you, my man. Love the TA streams. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. I just can't wait till we start going up so we actually all start making money. We'll have to make it a rule. We can't end a stream until silver shows up. What's up, Toshi or Lemon Toshi? Is that Lemon or Lemon? Toshi. Yeah, Toshi's another one that's a very good play. Yeah, that should be the poll. Let me see. I know it's not the. Let me put up a poll real quick. What are we more bullish on? Or what do you? Let's see. All right, Toshi or Pingu, which would you pick if you had to buy one of them? Toshi. Yeah, I mean Toshi's doing the same thing. I think we drew this last stream. I think if we just simply draw the pattern on here, which we've seen. What were we looking at? Yeah, we were looking at MEMO. So we can always, like I always say, you can always pull these down if the price is going to go down further. Which we could pull it down. Depending on how we want to push this. Anyway, it's in this large pattern here, so there's a good chance Toshi's going to blast out of here. We've been saying, what, a penny to 2 pennies on Toshi. It's very possible. So a penny would be a 15, no? Yeah, a 15x. Penny and a half is a 30x. But yeah, I think this penny range is a very possible spot if you're holding Toshi to probably get out. If it hits this box up here, maybe we'll just leave that. But it's still grinding away, up and sideways, putting in higher lows, very bullish. Yeah, if we go low to the high, 382. So right now, low to the high, it's been bouncing. It already hit the 618, 382. So it's grinding up. 3054. It's bullish, at least short term. But not a bad looking chart at all. I wouldn't be hesitant to buy Toshi for a nice run. ABT pump soon? Probably not. AVT to the moon. AVT's got another good one. AVT and what was the other one? Oh, Sping. AVT and Sping are two low market cap coins that I would buy on Coinbase. Yeah, ABT doesn't look bad. I don't know what market cap they're at now. It's just going sideways. It's not a horrible chart. If I remember correctly, they have all their coins out. Yeah, and it really can't go lower than it is. I mean, it always could, but that's probably your bottom. It's just going sideways. And yeah, I guess it could blast out of here. I don't want to make it bearish because every time we tend to draw the little triangle patterns on these coins, they end up breaking down. So little strong move up, little flag pattern going on, so that is bullish short term. I just can't wait to actually get in on some of these coins already. Depends. Yeah, I guess low to the high. So it's holding the 618 and it's holding up in the pattern. So there's really not much to say on Aventus, but is it going to pump soon? We'll see. If it breaks over, it looks like the 0.5 at 170. If it gets over 170 and stays, then you could have a breakout to the upside, bullish over 186. Macro bullish over 285. And then, of course, to the moon. Yeah, I think this one's going to hit 20 to 30 bucks as well. May not last very long. A new high is a 13x from here to 20, 21, 22. And then 30 would be an 18x for Aventus. If we get a 1618 retracement up to 50 bucks, then there's your 30x. That would be nice, but I do like AVT. AVT. But there's no way to tell if it's going to pump soon. People ask that all the time. I mean, we're getting close, so if you're buying this thing, this is the perfect time to be buying. Even if it drops down lower, it's going sideways, so at some point it's going to have a giant candle that spawns in. And like I said, we're already in September. You only got a couple months left to get in on these coins, and this... Where did my pin go? Oh, my mouse is not working. But this right here is where you buy something, because you've been going down and sideways forever, and we're at that point where alt season's about to kick in, and these coins are going to go like this out of nowhere. So we got Gimbal, Satoshi. Oh yeah, we just did Toshi. Hello from Canada. Really like your stream. What's up, Aaron? God's Rare Creation. Oh yeah, we just did ABT. ABT, Toshi, God's Rare Creation for 3. I appreciate the super sticker. I appreciate that. September will be bearish or bullish 50-50. Yeah, no one knows. Everyone's calling for bear. They said August was supposed to be bullish, and it wasn't. And so now they're saying September's bearish, so maybe it's not. Maybe it's bullish. No one can get it right. September is usually bearish. Yeah. We probably got another month of bearishness, and then sometime in October, we'll finally start going up. Finally. Pingu, of course. Yeah, the more I look into Pingu, the more bullish I'm getting on it. I know Toshi's a big coin on coin. Where is Pingu? Is Pingu on Coinbase? I don't even know. Yeah, someone let me know. What is Pingu? Where can you buy Pingu at? Is it on Robinhood, Coinbase? Robinhood or Coinbase? Yeah, did I miss something? He says hi, Silver. Silver's not here, my man. I haven't seen Silver show his face yet. What's up, Hair? Hair today, gone tomorrow. How's everyone doing? What's up, Dave? What's up, my man? Hope you're loaded and holding strong. We're almost there. I'm getting tired of saying that too, but we're almost there. I can't wait to get in and let's go up. But every time I get extra money to try to get in, there's always something else that happens to where the money has to go to this and that. Cars breaking down, whatever it is. I just can't win. What's up, Clovins? It's on Coinbase. All right, Pingu's on Coinbase. I guess I could have just looked on my phone. Yeah, if you have Toshi and Pingu in your portfolio, and along with all your other coins, those are going to be really good plays. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I don't know. I wish I had these coins already, but Pingu, Toshi. What's another good coin in that category on Coinbase? But Pingu, Toshi, Turbo, Bonk. Ondo, Swee, Virtual, Cookie, ACH, Jasmine, and whatever else I'm missing. But that's the coins I would have. There's more, but that's all I can think of at the moment. That sounds to me like a winner portfolio. I know some people don't like Jasmine, but after all this time, I have to take a chance on Jasmine. Investors are in gold and silver. Yeah, I heard gold is going to the moon. Gold and silver to the moon. I wish I still had my silver. I used to have a bunch of silver coins. But not anymore. Let's see. Oh, what was that other? Yeah, whatever happened to Alien Base? Alien Base is going to be I haven't heard anyone talk about Alien Base lately. I forgot about Alien Base. Alien Base is a sleeper. Everyone pile in. She's about to run. Bottom is in. Nah, she just broke support. Yeah, so a lot of these are breaking support. So bearish September is in play already. So as long as you're below 6, 5 is up next. She's going to drop 18%. And that should be it. But it is trying to hold higher lows on Alien Base right now. So it is still holding bullish market structure. So we'll see how it plays out. What I'll do is, what we'll do is just kind of clean it up here. We'll move this one. Pull our larger one over so we can see it. And we'll just go from the recent dip to the high. Okay, you're sitting on support right now. So short term, you are sitting on that 618. So there's your positive for Alien Base. As long as you're over 6, holding the higher lows, there's no reason to be bearish on it until it breaks. So it could be the bottom on Alien Base. Not a bad spot to be buying in, maybe. But yeah, we forgot about Alien Base. It's not a bad chart. It held up and it's been going sideways and now it's starting to curl up. Even on the macro chart, it's putting in slightly higher lows. It's getting ready. Yeah, these coins are getting ready to blast out of here. Hopefully you guys are ready. Yeah, I don't know what the market cap is on Alien Base, but potentially a 20x to $1.20. It's probably very likely. Yeah, some of these coins you can just look at and you just know from past experiences, from the charts, you can just say alien base is probably going to easily 20x out of here. It may go a lot higher. Oh, you're talking about silver. Oh, he said silver days. Gold will go to 4K plus. People are sleeping on silver. Yeah, don't we have that on our other list? I don't remember if we have gold and silver on here. I don't even know the ticker symbols for them. Is this gold? Gold to the moon. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I guess that is gold, huh? Gold spot. You said it's going to 4K. Yeah, this thing's been going up forever. Yeah. Oh, man. If this was a crypto chart, I would probably buy in. This thing's going up. It's about to. If this was a crypto coin, this thing would just blast out of here. Let's see if it's gonna respect any fib levels. Let's see if they're gonna sell. Everyone's gonna sell their gold at 4K. Oh, this thing just broke resistance. You're right, my man. Gold's about to blast, or it is blasting out of here on its own terms. High to the low. Got stuck there. Got stuck right here, and now it broke resistance. So the next stop is 41. Wow. Yep, if it stays over 35, 4 is up next. Gold to the moon. Let's see what the poll is doing. 11 votes. Toshi's winning. Yeah, there's just no one here today. Maybe yeah, it's almost 4, so we'll see how many people show up. But yeah, gold's going to the moon. Okay. Let's go back over here. Oh, XCN. Yeah, no one ever asked for XCN anymore. It's because it's not doing anything. Yeah, let's see, what is XCN doing? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not the fact that I lost money on XCN. I don't know what XCN is, to be honest. So it came down to or it's coming down still to the new trend after it broke the 618. So this 9 level. If that's not the bottom, which it already broke the macro 0.5, so you get stuck below it. Your final support is 0099. So any lower than that, then it's gonna fall off the table big time. I don't know if it's gonna have that big of a crash, but damn, that'll drop you 44% back down to the 382. Which, if it falls below that 786 and this does not hold, which is not bullish at all right now, if that's not the bottom, then it needs to get back over 1, and then you cannot be excited until it gets over 2. Back over 2 pennies. Let me zoom this thing out. Maybe we should get a different look at ZBCN like we do the other coins. Yeah, I can't do anything with this chart. Well, I guess you could. No, not really. Yeah, this monthly candle needs to get back over 1 and hold. And if you ever get back over 2 on XCN, then of course The volume area and the 786. We'll see how it runs. So from where you are today, a 9.5, 10x to 10 cents. If it gets through 10, if it gets through that volume area, then there's a good chance it's going to shoot up to a new high, which could possibly take you to $1 on XCN. So we have 87 here. But damn, that's an 80x from here. Is it? I don't know. Can XCN 80x from here? Potentially even go lower down here and then 80x. Oh man. But you got to realize if you bought in down here before it broke to 236 before that run, that's almost a 400x. If you're going to hold this thing to 80 cents, that's not even $1. Yeah, it's 100x from here. So I don't know. Maybe XCN is destined for about 10 cents and that's it, because it already started its run. And if you're holding still and you bought in down here, you're getting damn near, depending on where you bought in, it's over a 50x. What more could you ask for? He says Pingu, not Toshi. Yeah, do I need to refresh? It says only 11 votes. Toshi's winning. Maybe I'll refresh. Toshi, I think Toshi is good for a penny, maybe 2 pennies. 1 to 2 pennies. We just... Wait, hold on. Let me pull it up. But Toshi and Pingu are both good plays on Coinbase. I don't know which one's going to run harder or first. Be nice to buy both of them, rotate into another one. But I mean, just look at this chart. It's curling up. It's getting ready. Yeah, we drew this box earlier. I don't know if you're here. Anywhere in this level, I think, is where Toshi's running to. So anywhere from close to a 20x up to about a 30x. We'll see how it plays out. But it's a very bullish chart, and then once we finally do go vertical, yeah, it's just going to blast out of here. Yeah, from where it is now, if it doesn't go lower than that 382, then back to the top of the wedge here, depending on where it is, it's good for it's a guaranteed move. I mean, if you just need a little move, there's no reason why it wouldn't come back up to the top, because we're not in a bear market, so it's not going to break down here and go down here. So guaranteed for 3.5, 4x. What's up, Rachel? Can you do SPA on B3? Yeah, I don't know why we have this opened up. Turbo to the moon. Yeah, where's DZ at? SPA. Yeah, I forgot about SPA. SPA-RX. Didn't SPA already run? I don't remember. Oh, SPA's coming back down. It's not a horrible chart. It's a very bullish macro chart. Is it going to hold? I do not know. Low to the high. You are down below the 0.5, so it looks like the 236.618 area is coming into play. It doesn't have to, because you're already wicked down there once, and you're holding this little trend. So we'll draw one more on the chart. So not a bad spot to be buying in on SPA. I mean, it's at the bottom again. It's making higher highs, putting in higher lows. And you also have that macro monthly. We're on the monthly here, but you have that macro hidden bullish divergence on the stock RSI. So these, if you zoom out, these charts are telling me that bull run's about to kick in all season. This is the final step, final bottom before we go up, because these are monthly candles. This is September here, so we should October, November, and just blast out of here. Blast out of here to where? I do not know, but all we can do is kind of guess. Yeah, because like I said many times, there's no way all these coins, even though it puts it at over a billion market cap, if it's still the same, a new high would be almost 80 cents, and that's a 70, almost a 73, 74x. So I don't know if that's possible. Probably very likely higher high. So this is another coin. I mean, when you zoom out like this gets me excited because if I got 10x moves on some coins, I'm getting out. I'm not going to be greedy because there's no guarantee they're going to continue to run. So about a 9.5x from where you are right now. To bounce up here, put in a higher high. And then bear market comes into play. And then it's all over. So, I mean, SPA is on Coinbase, I believe. So I believe, yeah, I mean, I can't keep saying guaranteed because nothing's guaranteed anywhere ever. But I think SPA is good for a 10x play. Maybe it goes higher, maybe it breaks the high and hits about 30 cents. It'd be a 30x. 10x guaranteed, 30x if it goes to the moon. What is Real Matrix? How's it going? Crow and Edge. Oh man, B3. B3. Oh yeah, I forgot. B3 is the gaming coin on Base, isn't it? I don't know what. I got to look into B3. I've looked into it one time, but I don't know what their tokenomics are right now. But B3, if they don't release a bunch of tokens or someone doesn't own a whole bunch of them where they can dump on you as soon as it starts running, this shouldn't be a horrible play. It's trying to hold the 786 right now. It is below, but you got a nice wick forming. So it's been holding this level for a very long time at 0027. So B3 could be trying to put in a bottom here. There's 3 hours left on that 3-day candle. Let's look. Yeah, it's still got time on the macro charts to hold up, but it's been holding nicely. And if I was looking at this chart B3, and if I looked into their coins, if they're not going to release, like I said, which they would have to release a whole bunch. But right now, bottom potentially in, nothing bullish on it until you get over 3, and macro wise until you get over 5. Once you get over 5, then you can finally be bullish on the macro chart for this thing to go up. But it's on base, and it apparently has, of course, it has room to run. But just to hit a new high would be a 12x, so that's not a bad move. You're sub a penny. Yeah, maybe this thing's going to hit 7 cents, the 1618 retracement. It's a 26x from here. If that's the bottom, which is, it looks like it's trying to put in some sort of a bottom. That's not a bad looking chart. It's finally going sideways. So B3 could be another good play. Okay, we got 15 votes and Toshi is still winning. People are trading silver. Yeah, Edge. Yeah, there's too many coins to look into. What chart were we using? Were we using the Gate.io? I don't remember. Wait. Edwin. Whatever happened to our man? Whatever happened to T13? I forgot about T13. T13 and Ross are never here anymore. Yeah, is this what we're looking at? Definitive. Oh, okay, it's a Coinbase coin. Yeah, this thing already ran. I mean, it already had a decent run up. Let's see. Oh, yeah, damn. This thing already did almost a 13x. And the top is in. It's over. Got stuck right at the 2618. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I can draw this at for it to make any sense. Well, it's holding the 2 level right now at 34, 34 and a half. So if you can hold that, it has a nice wick. As long as it's over 32, 32 and a half, or 34 rather, 34 and a half. And as long as it's over 32 and a half, it's still considered low to the high bullish. Any lower than that, then of course, a lot steeper retracement, which we've seen the 0.5s hold, but that does put in play a 618 retracement. But that's too big of a drop right now. It's almost a 60% drop down there. But if it can get back over about 48 to 50 cents, then you can be very bullish on it. And then as for where it's going, I have no idea. Like I said, it already did like what, a 12, 13x. So from here, add on top of that another 8x to 370 top of the fib. But what would that be from here? Yeah, I can see if you bought this thing down here in accumulation, and once it broke the 618, it was on. It's a 45x almost. Or it is a 45x. So if people are going to buy definitive, if it's going to actually be something, it's already started its run, it's pulling back, and then at some point, if it's going to get bought again, it'll go up. So it'd be when you look back on it and say, oh, this thing did a 45x. Can you tell me a good buy on Velo? You think it looks bottom? BCH is another good one on my rollover list. I'm going to be sad if I don't ever get to use my rollover list. If I never get in and my list just does nothing. That's going to hurt. Yeah, it's going to hurt. Oh, man. My big problem is I'm too far in debt and I can't get a decent loan to, I don't even know how to say it, prop me up a little bit. If I could just get a decent loan, I could get a little bit out of debt, get some things paid off, and actually have my paychecks from work to where I can actually put money into the market, because it all just gets sucked right out of my account as soon as I get paid. But it has to be paid. Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, this thing's been grinding up for a while. Just keep in mind it's an old coin. So I think we had another, maybe that was something else. Did we have another BCH chart? Could have swore we had a box for BCH. But if these old coins, if you have BCH or whatever you're gonna have, if it does a 5x, I would get out, but that's me. Yeah, I guess it's not. We'll just stay on it. But yeah, a new high on this one's a 6x to 3,600, which is possible. Doesn't have to hit that, but that's not a bad move. That's only a 6x on Bitcoin Cash. What was the other one? Velo. Velo. Yeah, I mean, every time we look at Velo, we just gotta zoom out. You are below the macro 3 too, but clearly you're in this, if you want to call it a channel, you want to call it a wedge, whatever it may be. It appears that you're back on the bottom of it again. All of these candles, the wicks held, you're there again. Maybe we are going to be bullish in September, because I don't see how these coins can be bullish or bearish for another month and go down, because they're going to start breaking final support levels, and then they're just going to free fall down. There would be nothing to stop them. So maybe you're right. Maybe we do end up having a bullish September, and everyone gets fooled. So I still think Velo's going to perform well. It's just everything's forming these very macro bullish things, bullish patterns, whatever you want to call them. And once they break out, 618 retracement's very good. So Velo is good for a 10x. I know you asked for a good price to get in, but it looks like the bottom should be in. But they could go up here to 45 cents and do a 35, 34x from here. But what we'll have to do is zoom in. Zoom in and see what it tells us. Yeah, I mean, it's bouncing off of the bottom of the wedge or the whatever you want to call it, like I said, but it's not a bad spot where it is right now. Not financial advice. Like I said, if it goes any lower, then it's going to be done. It may never go back up. But it's holding the 618 right now. That's what you want to see. Low to the high, 618, hit the trend, bounce, back up. So support right now, and like I said, not a bad spot to buy in. If we're going to be bearish and we have some kind of crazy bearishness happen and we do actually start falling off the table in these coins, it could be the case that if that's going to happen, where we have all these large wicks form once again, which is not a bad move. So if it comes down to 1-1, that's your final support. So if it does this again or this again with a very large wick down from where it is now, then you'll get it a little bit cheaper at 12. So 1 would be a great spot, and then 1-3 where it is holding support right now, holding that 618 support. So me just looking at the macro chart here, yeah, I would buy in here. Because before you know it, it's going to be back here at the top. It's going to be up here at about 4.5 pennies. And you're going to be like, oh, why didn't I buy in down here? It just did a 3.5x back to the top. And then by the time it's up there, it'll probably break out and go to the moon. Yeah, not a bad, man. I'm going to, if this is the bottom being put in, which it probably is, because we're looking at the macro charts. There's no time to go down. Bearish until up only. What's up, Cryptic? You're going to stack some more boba. It's way undervalued. Do what you got to do, my man. What's up, Jat B? Yeah, we just did BCH. Did you see it? Just did BCH. BCH is probably going to go to, what did we say, 3,500, 3,600? Yeah, she's pumping a little bit, so I guess that's why everyone's asking for it. It's up almost 9% on the week. It's still putting in slightly lower highs, though, so we'll see how it plays out here. It really needs to break that structure to the upside. But you are over the 618, so that's your breakout point, high to the low, as long as it stays over 540 pretty much. That is this move down and sideways grinding up over, if it can stay. But yeah, I could see this thing hitting 36, 3,700 bucks. Just a 6x move, but yeah, it's on my list. A good rollover play if it waits, but there's a lot better charts in my opinion than BCH. If it still stays where it is, maybe I would buy in. Oh, there's silver. We got silver in the house. Hit the like button. I appreciate that, my man. Yeah, Toshi's still winning. 19 votes. That's all we got. Yeah, we got to get more votes than that, because when I end the stream, it's going to already have like 400 views. So 400 people, 500 people come in and out of here. And we should have at least 100 votes on these things. So get out and vote, or you're going in timeout. Get on them, silver. Platinum is really cheap. Yeah, does anyone care about platinum though? Need my Jasmy fix. All right, Turbo and Jasmy. Turbo and Jasmy. Yeah. I'm very, very bullish on Turbo. Yeah, I guess I am bullish. Bullish, but also I would not hesitate to buy in. Is this our chart? Yeah, it looks like our chart got messed up. Or were we looking on the weekly? Anyway, it's another coin like Velo. It's been bouncing along. If we just zoom out, it's been bouncing along in this rising wedge channel pattern. Yeah, I must have just moved it last time. So as long as it's over 003, that's the bottom. And if we pull this up a little bit, you know, wherever you want to draw, but some form of move like this is about to occur. There's really not enough time for us to bounce around like this because we're getting close to November, October. At some point, it's gonna have a candle just go straight up. Yeah, it's gone up just a little bit, but Turbo's not looking bad. I think Turbo's guaranteed for a move up here. What do we say, 5 cents? Depending on how fast it happens, but yeah, you're looking at a decent guaranteed, which not financial advice, nothing's guaranteed, but a 15x. I would put money in on Turbo, a decent amount, and just know I'm getting a 15x. I'm going to 15x my money because it's got to go back to the top here, which I keep saying it doesn't have to, but that's what it's been doing, bouncing inside this pattern. So it's at least going there, even if we have a crappy market cycle. And there's a good chance that it could hit 14 to 15 cents. Looks very likely. I would hesitate to maybe hold for a 35x out of Turbo. Turbo's looking good here. That could tell us where it's going. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to see where these coins are possibly going to end up by the end of the year. So we could see a 10 to 15 cent Turbo easily. Yeah, low to the high. You're holding right on to 3.2 to stay bullish over 3.7. So bullish any way you slice it on Turbo, in my opinion at least. Okay, let me pull up Jasmy, and then I gotta find something to drink. Jasmy's another sleeper, I think. Good play. Jasmy. But Jasmy's not doing anything. You can see it's got the same exact thing going on here. That's the weekly candles. It's doing the slow grind up. At some point, it'll wake up and go. Yeah, I think we have a better Jasmy chart. Jasmy. Where's our Jasmy chart? Yeah, is Q&T still over 100? Yeah, I mean, Jasmy's doing the same thing. It's making higher highs, it's making higher lows. There's nothing horrible on it. Why is the... Wait, is that on log? What happened here? Yeah, I've never seen that before. Why is the stock RSI on Jasmy bullish and going to the moon? It never came down. But anyway, yeah, Jasmy. I think Jasmy's going to be a sleeper. The fact that they have all their coins in circulation and it's not a scam. There's still people that call Jasmy a scam, which it's not. At some point, it'll be at 30 cents, no doubt. I know Metal's on here waiting for, I don't remember what he said, 10 cents maybe? Hopefully you hold to 30, because I don't see why 30 would not get hit. Definitely hitting 30. So 30 cents would be a 22x from here. And like I said, it depends on how September goes. But we're still trying to hold structure here. It doesn't look bad. It could still end up coming down here and still, just like it did here and here, still hit the 618 at 1. Still hold the higher lows, hold the trend, and then go up. So we'll see how September plays out, but a 17% drop could be in play. You are below the 382. As long as you're below 1.4, at least, well, let me fix this. I don't know why it's moved. All right, so yeah, pretty much 1.5. A penny and a half. As long as you're below that, it's still bearish, short term, if you want to call it that. And it could come down to about 1. So just keep that in mind. But Jasmine may surprise and hit $1. $1 would be the 786 retracement. Yeah, if Jasmine hits $1, then you know we had a big bull run. That's an 80x from here. Jeez. 80x Jasmine, get ready. ETH to 7K. What's up, Flawless? You think Litecoin can break 400 this cycle? I forgot about Litecoin. What happened to OG Jerry? Yeah, OG Jerry's not here anymore either. Nobody pays attention to platinum. If I had the money, you know, something like that, I'd probably buy. At some point, they'll pay attention to it and it'll go up. Yeah, Crypto Tesh, we already did Turbo. Crypto Headish. Turbo's going at least 15x guaranteed from where it is now. It's like at the bottom. I don't feel like bringing it back up again, but we did Turbo. We talk about Turbo every stream. Very bullish on Turbo. If I could buy it now, I would. I'd put a good chunk on it and not worry at all. I guarantee myself a 60 or 15x from where it is. And the fact that we're almost in all season, it's probably going to 30x. And I wouldn't bat an eye at it. I would just be like waiting for my 30x. Yeah, ETH is going to 7 to 10K, I think. 10K probably. Can Litecoin break 400 this cycle? I haven't looked at Litecoin in forever. We forgot about Litecoin because Jerry's not here anymore. He's stuck in the shadow realm somewhere. Hopefully he's doing good. Is this our chart? Is this our Litecoin chart? We haven't looked at it in so long. Oh, it's about to break out. Oh yeah, Litecoin has a very bullish chart here. Yeah, it's going to break 400, definitely. I don't know why we don't have anything drawn right on here. Yeah, is this thing breaking out of our wedge? No, not yet. Okay, Litecoin has an extremely bullish chart. Litecoin's going to blast out of here. It's over the 236, 76, 77 bucks, so. And it's getting caught up to the end of the pattern here just in time for the alt season. So I keep telling you guys, now's the time. I'm not even in, but now's the time to be getting these coins because this is about to go. Let me see where it's going to go. But yeah, I think over $400. It should. But let's just see where we should draw this to get any kind of a target that's decent. Because even though I know it's going to blast out of here, it's still an older coin. So 5 to 10x is probably where it's going to end up. Yeah, I mean, ultimate chart, high to the low, it came all the way up. It got stuck at the 1272. This purple line every time. 1, 2, 3. But it is a very bullish chart. Yeah, I would say 500 is definitely on the table. That's about a 4.5x from here. So 500 bucks could be a good target to get out of Litecoin. And if we have a good, decent alt season, 1300 for a 12x. It's very possible. 500 is definitely possible. So if you want a good target to get out of Litecoin, 500 bucks should get hit. 4.5 to 5x. So yeah, like I keep saying on these old coins, if you get a 5x out of these old coins, I would personally get out. He did a lot of stuff already today. I haven't done anything today, really. We got 279 from Shabum. Swift, please. I appreciate the 279. Is that Canadian? He says, why nothing goes bananas yet? It's because we're not there yet. It's getting very close, though. You already know. All right, let me pull up Swift Coin. Swift Coin's another coin that's very bullish. I think Swift Coin's going to go 50 cents to $1. 50 cents easily. I think it's, yeah, Swift Coin, is that the 100x coin? Yeah, looks like ZBCN. It's still trying to hold over the previous high at 008. It is trying to break down, but ultimately you're still trying to hold macro market structure. It's not horrible. But give me a minute and I'll be right back and I'll look at it. Oh, okay, so Swift Coin, let's see. I mean, not to really just pick at it. I mean, it's got a bullish chart. It's grinding its way up. Yeah, depending on where we draw it at. Looks like the 618 is coming into play. If it's going to come down that low, we can always draw on different levels here. These are weekly candles. Oh, it's sitting right on the 786. So if we go from that giant candle that spawned in sideways, it's been bouncing along this level. So right now, 2088 is your support. Not bullish until it gets back over 2. But I've been saying it for a while. I do like Swift Coin. Swift Coin's a sleeper, which there's not a lot of coins that I think are sleepers, but I think Swift Coin is going to be one of them. Yeah. Oh man. If it holds up and this chart doesn't break down, then I could definitely see this thing hitting 50 cents. Now, if it hits 20 cents, so you got a lot of targets on this one. Very conservative would be 10, 12x. 20 would be a 23, 24x, and then 50 cents would be your 53x. And then if it does hit $1, which I've seen some people call for $1, we do have the 3 level at 125. It's 135x. So if Swiftcoin goes to $1, then congratulations. But those are your targets. We got Airborne for 5. I appreciate the 5. Can you look at Crow? Yeah, we can look at it. I appreciate the 5, but Crow's going to $2, I think. Crow, Swiftcoin, yeah, Swiftcoin's another coin I would definitely buy in because it's got some good possibilities, good numbers to get out, and good returns. Crow, I would only buy if I had extra money, if I actually made money on something, if I actually ever get into the market. But it's got a bullish chart, as you can see. And like we do a lot here, we just focus on the weekly and now the monthly because it's just kind of telling us. Unless the cycle is delayed, if we're bearish for the rest of the year and we don't go up into 2026 and it's different, then we do have room to come all the way down here. Hopefully that's not the case. But it is holding up well. My target for Crow is the new high at about 214, 215. But you just had a decent run. That is a 7.5x from here. If you hit $3, you're looking at a 10x. But it's got a good bullish overall macro chart, so there's nothing to worry about. It's got the structure it needs for alt season. And you're holding bullish over the 236. So as long as you're over 26, it's bullish. Push over 30 for a breakout. What's up, Michael? Institutional fund ownership has gone for 60. What does that mean? Yeah, I don't know what that means. Ownership of what? Oh, it's, oh, okay. I got you. I get you. I was reading it backwards for some reason. What's up, Michael? Can we do ICP? Yeah, ICP is going to 75 bucks. If you're lucky. If you're lucky. If the ICP Moon Boys get lucky, they're going to have $75. Because that's your 618 retracement. This looks just like Jasmine. But yeah, I'm going to go get a drink, and I will be back in about 5. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We are back. What am I missing? Okay, we're back. Let's see. Back to the chat. What's up, Cryptomyalysis? He says, where's Slava? What's up, David? I appreciate the support, my man. Have fun on your vacation. Carlos says QNT. Did we talk about ZBCN? Yeah, it's not doing anything, Zibit. It's still trying to hold over 008. If Jasmine hits $1, let alone 30 cents, the market is way up and we're all winning. Yeah. I think it's going to hit 30 cents. I don't see why not. He says Ethereum's going to replace Bitcoin. That's never going to happen. Yeah, where's silver at? Oh yeah, we're doing ICP. That's what we're on. Let's see here. All right, we're looking at. Yeah, Slava's here somewhere. Slava and Silver have been here. DZ never showed back up. Yeah, well, you don't have to be here watching the channel, so there's no point in that. Lucas. I appreciate you coming on the channel, though. See ya. You're gone. People that do that come on and complain, they're not going to make it. They may make it, but they're not going to make it in life. Useless. He says useless. I don't care. I don't think it's useless at all. Keep it very simple. There's no point in overcomplicating things. Very simple. All right, what are we looking at? We are looking at ICP. So, I mean, ICP is down on the final support level. Clearly, the fibs aren't useless because it's holding. So, ICP is on final support. It's been down here for the last 6 months, down here at this 440 level. This is the time to be buying in. So, whatever. I mean, if I was going to buy ICP, which if it waits for me, it's on my rollover list as well, but this is the perfect spot. It's going sideways for 6 months on support. That's your final support level. We're almost in alt season. And of course, if there's going to be an alt season. But I think 75 to 100, 75 to 200 bucks is possible, but 75 is probably, it's probably going to do a 618 retracement up to 75, 14x, 15x, and then it's over. But it may go higher. But right now it is on that final support level, bullish back over the 236, 382 at 990, and then macro bullish over about 22. So once it gets over 22, that should send you up to 74, 75 bucks. But it's been waiting for someone to buy in. Yeah, but if you're new to the channel here, I know there's only 13 people in here, but make sure you guys go follow Cryptomyalysis here. Click on his little picture, go to his channel, go support him as well. Good man. David just voted. XDB. No, we haven't looked at XDB. XDB. All right, let me pull this up. All right, we are back. What are we looking at? XDB? Yeah, XDB is a good chart. Look at this thing. This thing's going completely sideways. This is a very good looking chart in my opinion. High to the low. These are monthly candles, by the way, but every monthly candle is getting stuck at the 236. So this is one of those coins that once you see it actually break this, it's gonna just blast out of here. We've seen that so many times. Once it breaks that heavy resistance level at about 30887, it's just gonna have a giant candle spawn in probably. But technically, the next stop would be the 382 to be bullish over 202. But I don't know what this is, but just to hit a 618 retracement in a bull market alt season would be a 12x up to 208. If it breaks this, there's a good chance. Yeah, that's not a bad move. It's probably getting ready to do it too. This thing's going to do a 200% move soon. Not financial advice. Don't go buy all in because someone said 200% move. So it's about to have a little 3x move to the upside. As for how high it's going to go, like I said, the 618, if it goes higher than that, moonshot would be 2 pennies up to a 30x. But it's a very good looking macro chart here on the useless fib. We're going to start saying the useless fib. They don't work. They're useless. All right, so I guess we're going to end this very soon because there's no one here. There's 5 people left. But it was a good stream. A couple super chats came in. I appreciate that. What's up, DZ? Dogging me and Mamo. Yeah, we'll end it with dogging me and Mamo. XRP, dogging me and Mamo, and that's it. Unless a super chat comes in. XRP really quick. Is that what you said, or you said XPR? Yeah, XRP. I mean, there's nothing really to say on it. It's holding up very well. What did we draw on here? I don't remember what we drew. But I mean, it made a higher high. It's not looking horrible. I don't remember why we drew that, but it looks like it's breaking it. But you're right at the 382. So short term, you're sitting on support here. But it's just going sideways. There's nothing, like I said, there's nothing going on with it at the moment. I think the next time XRP moves, I mean, where we're at in the market right now, the next time XRP moves, it's probably going to be the end. It's going to be the giant run. And maybe $8 is the target. That's our 1272 up here, just over $8. So it is holding bullish short term over about 270. And then, I mean, it's got a large market cap, so I don't actually know where it's going to go. That's only a 3x move here. So maybe the target is $10 for about a 3.5x. And it could always go higher, but I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll go to $15. But right now it is holding bullish support. Yeah, DZ, I actually looked into Mamo, and it got me looking into Moonwell. Mamo could be a very good play. I'm a little bit more bullish on Mamo. I know we've been looking at it for you, but now I understand. These base coins are going to outperform. Mamo could be one of them. It's connected with Moonwell somehow. But yeah, I'm getting bullish on Mamo. And I did have the chart pulled up at the beginning of the stream because you always comment first. But it came back down. I drew this channel on the chart. You can clearly see. Yeah, it went from the top to the middle, back to the top. Now it broke back down to the bottom. It's sitting right on the 382. So depending on where we want to move and pull the channel to, that's probably the bottom for it. Unless it breaks, if it breaks the 382 at 11, then it's going to go way down. But I don't think there's time for that. I don't know. I think all their coins are out. I don't remember. Yeah, that's a massive drop. That's a 40% drop. If you break support here, it could just fall off the table. But it is holding bullish support at 11. You're back down at the bottom of this line here. Perfect spot to buy in. I don't really see how it has time to break down. But very good looking bullish chart. And Mamo, I think, is going to be a sleeper surprise coin. I don't know where it's going to go, but low market cap base coin. Yeah, those are the other two coins that I would add. Moonwell and Mamo now. Maybe. But yeah, I don't know where this coin's going to end up going, but I didn't mean to do that. That same thing with Ondo. I don't think Ondo's moving. Yeah, what is your target for this one? If it hits $1, you're getting 9x from here. So this coin can easily 10x from where it is. Is it going to go higher than that? I have no idea. I don't know how, like I said, there's so many coins this cycle. It's going to be a little bit different, or a lot different. If it can hit $3, $4, you're going to get over 30x on it. But other than that, very bullish looking chart here, holding up in the channel. It's at the bottom. Not a bad spot to be buying in where it is. But like I keep saying, it is crypto. We could just fall off the table and then we finally run. So anything can happen. Dog and yeah, we looked at Dog and Me. Dog and Me's not moving. Overall macro chart is just what it is. It's not doing anything. So nothing to say about Dog and Me until it actually moves. But it's in the same boat. This trend with the higher lows is trying to hold. You're holding the 0.5236 or the 0.5 at the moment. So if it can hold 4.8, it looks like it's, yeah, I mean, we could draw even the top here. I don't want to make it bearish or anything, but it's just another coin that's in this pattern, or in a pattern that we're about to either have a move up or we're about to die. And I would think up. So bullish over 6.5, and then it's going to the moon. But it doesn't look bad. It is dipping down. It is forming a wick once again down there on the bottom of the wedge, the triangle, whatever you want to call it. What are we looking at? Oh, Dog and Me. I don't know if I said Memo or not. If Dog and Me can hit a penny, that's a 27x. More likely, probably gonna hit, it would be this range around the 1618. It would be almost a 10x. Are we dropping? Are we dying here? But it looks good. The chart looks good. It looks like it's getting ready to go up at some point. Yeah, I agree. Memo is a good buy right now. I don't have the money to buy it. If I could, I would start buying some of these coins. Some of these coins are looking like the bottom is in. The only way to go is up. Memo will go to the 1618.27 for sure. Our size oversold, yeah. So where he says Solana. Oh man, I can't wait to get in the market. I don't even know if I'm gonna buy any Solana meme coins. I guess they're easy to buy for me, so maybe I will. There's only 5 people in here. No, I didn't buy any coins yet. The last one I bought, I had to sell. Just I don't have the money right now. There's too many bills and too many things happening in real life. The last thing that happened was a car broke down. AC went out, car broke down, and I'm talking about a different car, not the one I was talking about. Turned out, replaced the radiator and the fan, and now everything's good. But it's always something sucking the money out. I'm still stuck in the shadow realm, my man. But yeah, we're going to leave it there for now. If I didn't look at your coin, I apologize with our useless fibs here. Let me just peek at Solana. What is Solana doing? Soul. Yeah, I think, what do we say? Solana to $700. Yeah, oh man. Yeah, we're getting so close. Solana looks like it's about to blast out of here. It's getting coiled up. Macro chart, pretty much double bottomed on the 786 level. yeah. So it's already moving up. Yeah, I think $700 is very possible. So Solana's good for a 3x or so. I don't know if that's correct. 300 billion market cap. But she's trying to push. Let's see what she's getting stuck at. But it's going to follow all these other coins like BNB. BNB's a beast. I think it just made a higher high or over the last couple of weeks. And all these big coins are just following. Yeah, you're holding over the 618. So next stop is 232, 786, and then possibly $400, and then on to 7. But yeah, we're gonna leave it there. Lofi is a sweet meme coin. Let me just peek at Lofi for Alan. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Powerball. Yeah, we got 2 tickets. We'll see if I win. You're gonna win. Yeah, DZ. If you win Powerball, I'll buy you 10 BTC. I hope you win then, my man. Save me. DZ's gonna save me from the Shadow Realm. Solana cup and handle. Alright, let me look at Lofi. Alright, we're gonna end it with Lofi. I'm just gonna peek at it. Oh, we've looked at this one before. Oh yeah, someone brought this up a while back. Yeah, damn, we haven't looked at it a good minute. Yeah, it's holding the bottom in. It's getting stuck at the 382 if I can get this to move. So once it gets over 2.5, it's bullish. Break out to the moon over 6. I don't even know where you can buy this coin at. But Lofi, I don't know what this is, but if it goes to the moon, 76 cents would be a 35x. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in. I appreciate the couple of super chats. I appreciate it, my man. If you win the lottery, I will gladly accept your 10 Bitcoin. And if I win, I'll send you 5 Bitcoin. I'm just playing. Yeah, if I was to win that whole Powerball lotto, that's more money than I can ever spend. I would absolutely take care of some of you guys that have been on here forever. We'll have a meetup and we'll just throw money at each other. Because that's more money than I could ever spend, even for generations from now. All you'd have to do is put a couple $1,000,000 in a bank and just live on the interest for the rest of forever. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in. As always, let me end the poll. Hit the like button on your way out. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to try to be on a stream tomorrow because I have to work the next 4 days after. But we're ending the poll. Toshi won by a hair. But with that being said, good luck. Good luck to you guys playing the lotto. And hopefully you guys win something. But none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.